welcome to the Rio Hotel and Convention Center. This is the quarterfinals of the American Junior Showdown between Nico KONKEL and Hayden ERNST. This is Eric Horlifson. I'm joined in the box by former Mosconi Cup team member and U.S. Open champion John Schmidt.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah. Promises to be a close one here. Both players coming in at almost an identical Fargo, one at 663 and one at 662.
To my friends at home that are looking at this little youngster on the right and go, what did he just say? He's a 662 Fargo?
Yeah, he's younger than 15. We don't have an exact age on him, but we'll put him around 14 maybe. I've seen his name in tournaments here and there. Wasn't much as for results on AZ Billiards, but I think he won the junior division at one of the Ultimate Pool USA tournaments.
I would be impressed, Eric, if he was a 560. That's a pretty competent player, but a 660, that blows my mind at his age. And I'm just blown away at the level of these kids. They play a lot better than I thought they would. I had no idea.
Yeah, I saw him warming up. His stroke is strong. We saw Nico play. I think George and I did Nico's match in the first round. He beat Joey Tate, one of the favorites in the tournament, so more than a capable player. Look for a pretty high-level match here. Put both players at actually above their Fargo.
And this is Ernst's first actual match, right? He received a bye, and so, you know, he might be feeling a little bit of nerves. His first time out there playing in front of everybody and get used to the table.
Solid break. 2 balls going to trickle in. Shot on the 1. Cue ball's running into the 8.
I kind of like that, right, Eric? It might be able to glance off that 8 and go up in between the 9-4 for shape.
Yeah, ideally if it's running off the 8, the left side, that'll be.
I mean, yeah. Actually, it might do that. Well, let's find out. Well, you'd want to cue this with a high left ball, but oh, he was able to miss the 8.
I thought he was going to run into it as well.
Easy?
No. Completed the 3 down in the middle of the short rail. Cue ball up table. Kind of tough to get energy with the cue ball going up table. He's a little thick.
Oh, he looks like he's going. Is he playing safe or going for it? Oh, he's going for it. Look at this shot.
Good try. Ted might be blocking the rail first here. It's pretty full over the 3.
Yeah, it's pretty rare when a ball's literally hanging in the pocket and you can't really get to it. You don't see that too often.
Staying level cue, so he's okay.
Okay.
Just watch out for the side pocket coming across table here. Like going before the side or past?
You know, I like going past and short of it. I mean, you know, don't even get anywhere near it if I can help it. Oh, that was a nice kill stroke. He really got through the bottom of the cue ball.
Yeah, he played very well in his first round win. Came in as an underdog. Just put it right to Joey, really.
Wow.
These players with very nice timing in their strokes, slow back, pause at the back.
Right, that's the first thing I was thinking is like, well, here's another kid with a better cueing action than mine. They're just pulling the cue back nice and steady, going through the cue ball like you're supposed to. Don't hit the point. It's going to make a tougher shot on the 7.
Yeah, all the way up and down here. He's thinking about just playing near the side. I don't mind it because that's a lot of speed going all the way up and down 2 rails like that.
Yeah, just flutter this in soft and then kind of cut the 8 in soft maybe. Depends on the mood you're in. I like that. that even though it didn't work this time, the pocket plays so much bigger like that. I think that was the right play, and most of the time it'll work out. He might have got away with it. Now you got to play a little bit of like a one pocket safety, or I suppose you could try to kick the 7 in with the 8 hanging there. I think that might be the shot.
It is. It's so close.
Yeah.
I like going for it.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he
Swerve
should
this
kick
way.
to the end rail, and I think he will.
Yeah.
He's too smart of a player not to see that. Now, this is going to open up on you there. Oh, he hit it
Short.
a little too. Yeah, he played for it to open up more than that. Okay.
I think he caught a slight bit of left on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it only takes, what, a millimeter or 2 of left
Yeah.
to really screw that up?
So a bit of a break for Nico in the first rack here, missing the 7, but leaving a kick. Nice loose grip. Lists' favorite player is Alban Ocean.
Nice angle to move to the 9. You want a little angle on the 9, though. You can mess it up by getting straight in on the 9 and then having to power draw. Miscues come into play. I've lost a lot of frames by just getting careless here and getting straight in. Now he has to do quite a bit with his cue ball. High ball and let his stroke out here.
Yeah, I like going one rail
Yeah,
at it.
exactly. I do too. Oh,
That's a
wow.
lot of spin.
Yeah.
Nicely
Wow,
hit.
that was a courageous way to play that.
That'll work too. I mean, he had to play it with outside if he was going to go the other way. Just
Right. Boy, I'll tell you what, if he's willing to cue a 9 ball with that much side spin, you're dealing with a guy that's feeling pretty good and confident.
yeah, you can just tell how he hits the ball. He's excuse me, he's well on his way to 700.
Yeah. Next stop, Sevenville. Yep, won't be long for both of them probably. That little youngster Ernst, man, a 660. That's really a good player. I mean, in my mind, that's like a semi-pro caliber. You know, it takes a pro to beat these kind of guys, and to be that level at his age.
Yeah,
Boy,
it's like the
wow.
top 5 or 10 percentile of competitive players.
Right.
KONKEL's from North Carolina. Ernst is from Kentucky. KONKEL going from the middle here. Same break he used against Tate. Was hitting them a little off square in the Tate match, but generating a lot of power. Great hit.
Yeah.
8 ball's got a chance? No. One
Boy.
doesn't pass the 4. He can roll up on the 4 if he likes.
Yeah, it's laying pretty good to do that, isn't it? Just roll right to the 4. And if either ball was like a 1/4 inch either way, that's a little trickier.
Yeah, it helps that you can kind of
Right.
perceive the center of the object ball there. I'll take a shot at kicking this in. If he does, then he's got a chance to get safe on the short rail.
I've been playing 32 years and I struggle with this shot. It just doesn't look right to me. I fear scratching off it. Yeah, I do that all the time right there, just like that.
Maybe take the speed down a little bit next time.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Rack's looking okay. He's going to have to get straight on the 3.
Yeah, the 2 to the 3 is touchy.
Got angle moving to the right. Draw over to the left long railing out. Careful of the 10 coming back. Does the following angle miss the 9?
You know, I think so, but you'd end up a little thin on the 3. This is the key to the rack right here. Yeah, this is going to be tough.
There's like 3/4 pocket past the 7.
You know, I kind of like that better. That way you don't run into anything, and your cue ball kind of tucks down here in the bottom right hand of the pocket. If you miss, you figure to leave the incoming player difficult. If you cut this ball to the left and run into the 7, you can't get safe with the miss. Yeah, well, that wasn't bad either.
Tough lead for KONKEL
Yeah.
here. Cue ball playing towards the 5. Power draw options, but that's a huge stroke. Could try to play the cue ball around the 5, but it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be a great looking shot to go around the 5.
What a shot.
Wow, he hit it with inside. Did he go around the 5?
In front of it.
Oh, in
yeah.
front of it?
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, that's 2 big inside English spin shots he's made already.
Yeah, he doesn't mind the inside.
Man, I guess not.
Kind of tough to get a kick safe out of this.
Right. The cue ball figures to maybe hit the 7-10 or something. And
I guess if you went 2 rails.
I like the 2 rail. Cue ball might kind of get down by the 9 or something. I think he's going 1 rail high speed. I'll tell you what. Oh, look at this unlucky roll here.
Wow. First open chance for Hayden. Very little cue ball movement from the 6, 7, 8.
I'm so glad I didn't run into this kid when I was about 20 and first starting at pool. I would have went so broke to him. He'd have came up, "Mister, would you like to play some $500 sets?" And I'd have thought, "Oh my God, this is free money." And then as Diliberto liked to say, I would have slept in the street. Yeah, there was no shot of me beating him when I was 20. No chance. Might not do it now. Well, okay, he got there. He needed to be just straight enough to hold for the 7. I think he can do it.
He can, yeah.
Yeah.
Can stun run through this. Cue ball's a little far from the 6 to be wanting to pocket weight it.
That's right. Yeah, that's a valuable shot, that stun run through we talked about the other day. This is where it's real handy to pop this in and have the cue ball just rotate forward 8, 10 inches. I think he'll
Draw
hold
for the
yeah,
corner.
for the corner if he can. Oh, nice little shot
That's a good
there.
shot.
Yeah.
Looking good now. Pretty composed around the table.
Yeah, no kidding. For his age, I mean, he looks like he's been out there doing this for years.
Solid fundamentals. I wonder if this new generation of players is going to get longer and longer in the backstroke because they're all trying to copy Federer.
Right.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Of course, they could copy Filler too, who's on the shorter side. But it just seems like a lot of players in this tournament are not long flowing strokes.
Right. Which I tried practicing. It doesn't feel right to me. I can't do it. After all the years of, dogging it and playing like I got Tourette's, I mean, there's no way I can do the big smooth swing. It don't feel right. Easy. Okay.
There they are down on their knees again. Remember we mentioned that too?
Yeah, it's like they got a union going and they all have meetings about this or something. I don't know. I've never seen anybody do that, and all the youngsters are doing it. You'll see me out there doing it now.
Federer does it. I honestly, I think they're watching them.
Yeah, whatever Federer does is probably not a bad idea. Oh, what a nice little out there that was. I mean, you know, big game. You don't want to go down 2-0. Just looks like he's out there practicing.
Yeah, again, it's his first round, so
yeah,
always good to get your first game on the board.
Did you compete in any junior events? I think you did, right?
Yeah,
Eric,
I played
you probably
the world.
won a ton of them.
Yeah, I won the national championships a couple times.
Oh, did you really? Okay.
Yeah, I played in the World Junior Championships 3 times, I think.
Oh, wow.
Made it to the quarterfinals twice.
That makes sense, because I remember how great a player you were when I first met you, and you were like a little kid, and I couldn't believe it.
Good square hit. Keep hitting him like that, good things are going to happen.
Yeah. They made a ball. Or he didn't make a ball?
No.
No.
3's kind of in the way of the most natural position line for the 2.
I would if I could come down for the 2 on the side and just avoid dealing with the 3.
That's what I thought about.
If he can do it. With the new cloth, sometimes it's hard to get the cupid to follow down there, but I think he's got it. Yeah, it kind of delayed an arc, but then it got perfect. Nice read. Now he might have to play the 3 in our bottom left corner as you're looking at the screen. I don't, because there's not enough friction on the rail with new cloth to high left English hit that rail and come over, as you know, Eric. So he's limited with his position play here.
Yeah, if there's any cloth you can do it on, it's the Predator cloth. It does actually grab a little
pretty
more.
Good right when it's new.
But this is just too much angle going the wrong way. Six, 7, 8 are looking good. It's really the 4 to the 5. Focus on the pocketing here.
Good shot.
I think 1 rail up will be okay here.
Yeah.
He's looking at 2. Not sure about it. He'd have to put a bit of left. Kind of want to avoid spinning the ball when the cue goes so far.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. I just play this to the inside right facing with a high ball, because there's a little bit of that cut-induced throw, and hope for the best. Oh, he spun it in.
It's not wrong if you're comfortable spinning it.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of shots you want to play when the pockets are a little bigger too. Like, you know, you can favor spinning the ball a little more on 4.5 inch or more pockets, but we're on 4 1/4 here. Nicely hit.
You know, they just look like seasoned professionals. I have to remember, like, these are kids. Like, their mom and dads are dropping them off at the roller skating rink and at the pool hall. They don't even have cars yet, and they play like this. It's kind of hard to picture.
I mean, they're being brought up in proper competitive environments too.
Yeah.
Even the American Junior Series has been a real bright spot for American juniors across the country. Both of these players play in the regular season events. We have another junior match going on right now too between Adrian Prasad and Lazaro Martinez, 2 of the higher Fargo rated players in the tournament. Just right on him there, making sure he's no close foul on the 9.
He's kind of just that height too, like we were talking about earlier. Tall enough to reach, and just not so tall that there's extra moving parts in the wide wingspan.
Yep.
It might be the perfect height for playing great pool.
Kind of threw the cue forward there. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot of skill to do that consistently. Yeah, he's throwing the cue at the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Federer does that a little bit too. Filipinos tend to kind of do that a little more.
Yep, he's playing like a 660, which is a highly, highly skilled player.
Lots of pools still to come for you this week. Got the Bank Pool Showdown. That's going to be a great one. Parasport Exhibition, Women's Las Vegas Open. Men are down to the final 32 on the winner's side now. Off the redraw. Excuse me, nice setup over the ball.
Yeah, I mean, looks great over the ball. Breaks perfect, dude.
This table's been breaking well. I mean, he's hitting it well.
Yeah, he hammered those dead on the button.
Yeah, definitely part of it. But the balls behind the 1 are going back on the side sometimes. So players may be possibly recognizing that, watching other matches.
Do you like kind of driving the 1 down towards the bottom left pocket and trying to follow to the in rail and up against the purple?
Yeah,
maybe?
with a bit of left.
Do you think that's reasonable? I don't know if he might be in left-handed, take a cut at this, but I like that safety, the driving this up and trying to hold behind the purple, something like that.
Good shot.
Yeah, that would be the one bank I make all week.
Wow, almost made it. Gonna leave a jump.
Now Hayden can maybe jump this in.
Yeah, it looks like he has rail first.
Or can he go rail first? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. Okay, this might even get him position here.
Good shot.
Oh, perfect. Easy. Good shot.
You can beat the scratch here. You kind of want to put some left on it, but that'll throw towards the pocket. You really have to put the left, though.
I think so, and the cue ball would loop out of the corner, and he'll play the 4 where he's standing. Is he hitting this with, like, low inside or something? Wow. Oh, he's like, oh, he needs that to get in. Yeah, that'll leave KONKEL a lot tougher shot. Boy, that took some guts to hit that with low inside and spin around 3 rails.
Yeah.
They ain't scared.
Yeah, it must have been a scratch if he played it like that. Cue ball can play behind the 9 here, using the 6-8-10 as blockers as well.
You know, I like that shot. Hit it with a little inside, put the brakes on the cue ball. Just like that. You don't miss much, Eric. I tell you what, you got like a crystal ball. Yeah, you hit that nice.
Combo's not on. Could play the 4 into the bottom left. call it the 10. It's never going to go. I'd rather call the 4 here.
Right. Just don't knock the 5 out of there. You want to leave that 5 right where it's at. Yeah, he'll be happy with that because the 5 is going to be so difficult to deal with.
Plays off the 7.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's not bad.
You want to be straight on the left long rail for that position.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was a little wide. Got through the hole.
Boy, I wish I had the confidence to know I'm going to miss that 8. He just went right past it.
Ideally, you'd want to leave the 7 there, but it has to be moved.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to use it to make the 5. He's liking this, though.
Not bad. Cue ball's kind of drawing into the 7. It might be just straight enough that you can get to the left side of it.
We still have 118 and 131 match card.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. See the joints way out in front of his eyes, holding the cue kind of in the back. He needs to just get a little rub. Oh, that was a nice rub there. Gestured to Hayden. I apologize for the luck. That's classy. He's going to have to make a little bit of a shot here now. I think the shot is to follow this 2 rails. And
I agree.
And if you're going to miss one, it can be right here trying to do this. This is tougher than it looks. Nice shot. Even hit it with a little left.
Yeah, he's not afraid to spin the ball. You know, with the pockets getting smaller, it kind of takes away that part of the game a little bit. I think this 4 1/4 is the proper size.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and anybody says these are buckets, I mean, donate $500 to charity every time they miss one.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty of balls will be missed this week. These tables are tough. Like Buddy Hall used to say, if the pockets seem too big, raise the bet. Oh, he came up just enough.
Solid out there. Takes the lead 3-1 in this first set. Breaking well, threat to break and run.
And you youngsters at home, when you're practicing, don't be afraid. I mean, ideally, you want to play pool careful and perfect, the right angles, puck speed. When you're practicing, though, let your stroke out, spin the ball, pound them in, big draws, and all that, like show-off shots, because you develop cueing power, deflection understanding, swerve, and then that'll be in your arsenal when you need it.
You ever seen Shane practice? Sometimes
Yeah, I mean,
he streams
just
his
blasting.
practicing.
Yeah, just blasting everything around, you know.
He's trying to make sure his stroke is straight.
That's right.
Targeting the ball perfectly.
Yeah.
I like practicing like that, too.
Mm-hmm. And then when you see the pros play, they play precise and delicate and soft, but they have that big stroke in there when they need it.
I mean, if you can move your stroke straight at a high speed, you can move it straight at a lower speed.
That's right.
just missed the 6. 10 ball could go, nothing down, so chance for ERNST
Yeah,
here.
big chance. Really needs to get through this rack. The 1 to the 2 is reasonable. The 3's kind of tucked behind the 4, but if he can manage it, as good as this kid plays, it wouldn't surprise me if he runs out here. Oh, these Predator tables are playing so perfect. You can just see the bounce and spin and everything is acting right how the players want it. I was talking to Bob Evans today, the engineer that's really redesigned these tables and made some tweaks and some leveling advancements, and I learned some stuff today. He took a Starrett level and put it in 8 positions, and it was level in every spot we put it, which I found hard to believe. It lets these players really shine. Easy cue ball. There you go. Well, he'd like to hit this with a high right cue ball and the cue ball move out to the right a little bit. I think it's doable. You have to pay attention in the side pocket, though. You can miss anything with spinning that ball. Nice cue ball.
Yeah, got through the tough part of the rack here. Kind of connect the dots for the next 4 shots. Yeah, I like his stroke length. It's not too long, but it has good, long enough that he can hit the ball purely.
Well, you know, I mean, there's 400 million people in America. When you say that somebody's in the top 5 and 6 and 7, I mean, what an accomplishment that is. This is one of the top, like, 10 junior players out of 400 million people. Not everybody plays pool, obviously, but there's a lot of young people playing pool, and he's risen to the top. Quite an accomplishment.
He's in a good area to learn the game, too. A lot of people with a lot of knowledge around Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Kentucky's a pool hotbed, always has been.
A lot of history in the game there, a lot of players that can help him out. Skyler's in Texas now, but he's from there.
Yeah, I lived in Irving, Kentucky in '98 for about 2 months. There was like 20 guys in the pool room that could all beat me playing bank pool and just gambling. It was action. It was something else. I think that was like just south of like Lexington, but everybody was playing. There was cops in the ring game with me. I kid you not, in uniform, going, nice shot, you know.
Nice.
Good shot there.
Yeah, natural angle's okay here. Just come down to the short rail. He's shaking his head a little bit, but I think he's okay.
You know, as he gets older, if he'll look back and think, you know, I want to leave that cue ball away from that rail. I look at the rail as like an electric fence that I just don't want to touch. I'm always doing anything I can to stay off it, but he shoots so straight, it doesn't bother him.
Good rack, especially being stuck on the score line.
Right.
Putting himself back in this first set here. It's 3-2 now.
Super smooth. Oh, he's wearing Hoka tennis shoes. I know somebody that likes to wear them. I started wearing them, and I saw Fedor wear them. Now they're kind of like, because they're, you know, I got teased. Well, those are goofy. They look like platform shoes. Well, they're the most comfortable shoes ever, and you can play pool all day on cement in them, and I'm seeing them. Seeing them around now.
They were making fun of Fedor wearing those New Balance shoes. Did you ever see that? I used to wear those because they're so comfortable. Yeah, they're ugly, but they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
Looks focused. So those are like cross trainers, like
Well, they just really all the shoe companies are copying them now. But 6 years ago, when I started wearing them, I couldn't find anything with that thick of a sole that was that much cushion. And now New Balance, they're all like Skechers are all doing it. But I think those are Hoka's he's got on. They're Hoka Bondi ones. I wear the same ones, and they're amazing. You feel like you're walking on trampolines, really. I mean, what a novel idea. Just put a bigger, thicker rubber sole in the shoe, and it's more comfortable. Who'd have thunk it?
don't mind cutting the 1 into the 5 here and
Yeah.
putting the cue ball behind the 4.
That's right.
4 is pretty close to the rail, but worth trying to get behind it. I was thinking about this too, run the cue ball into the 5.
That wouldn't be bad either, actually, yeah. Yeah, that's
Nice shot.
maybe a better shot even. Yeah.
Didn't have to move
Good
the cue
call.
ball as far.
Good call, Mr. Crystal Ball. I overlooked that one. I'm always thinking like kind of one pockety, like running the cue ball long. But this is a better shot. Covering the cue ball is always better than covering the object ball for the kicking.
100%.
Right.
yeah. And it's easier to control the cue ball as well.
That's right. Nice shot. That's all he could do there. Now this will be a nice looking shot. I believe he has to play bottom left hand English. Oh no, the 2 goes. Okay, so he can fall right there. Just avoid the side pocket. I thought he might have to draw down underneath the 2, but boy, this side pocket's pretty huge here.
Yeah, you can't go too far past it either.
I wouldn't go 2 rails if I could help it. Well, unless you're going to hit it perfect like that, sure.
One of the cue holders that are wrapping up these cues draw up
shot.
a big stack of cash for their cues. Okay, so in the main hallway, so if someone could be
Cue
on
ball's
it,
playing into a good natural angle here for the 3. He's got to get into the short side of the 3 ideally.
Yeah, and try not to get tree topped over this 7 if you can help it.
take care of you. All right, thank you.
Well, now he's going to have to shoot a really cool looking shot. I think he might elect to play this with a middle left-hand cue ball and go just past the 10 to the in rail and shoot the 4 to the bottom right-hand pocket. Or do you see a different route, Eric?
Yeah, the only other one is 3 rails around.
Just
but you're
going
risking
around
this-
it, right?
Yeah, you're risking the scratch. And you're kind of risking the scratch your way too, but at least your way you're not playing into a combo.
Yeah, this is difficult
He
either
is
way.
going forward though.
Okay, he's going around the 10.
I like your shot.
Now, I think this might be easier. I think my shot was probably the second best option the more I look at it, but they're both tough, whatever he does. This would be a great shot if he gets there.
Usually you want to favor outside.
Right.
It's just that if you play the outside, you're
Oh, man, he
Just
barely
got
missed the
there.
scratch and got perfect. What a shot.
he's coming with it here. He's played pretty much a
He's
flawless
played
set.
unbelievable.
First chance to take down the first set here for KONKEL.
This got. Do you think it's a thick enough hit he can draw up above this side pocket? I guess he likes it.
Yep. Excuse me, a bit of left. Help the cue ball swing longer.
Yeah, and if you cut this 4 ball through the right side of the hole, though, you can scratch on the side. You really have to hit this the right thickness. Nice shot.
Got through the ball nicely
Yes,
there.
he did.
Just a little bit too much angle. If he has to go up table, it's doable. I think it's tough to hold.
You know what? You might have to hit it with a high right ball and go 3 rails inside the 9. Like that. Oh, don't hit the 6. Oh, well, now the trouble starts. That's going to change things.
big shot coming
Oh,
here.
boy.
You like 3 rows forward? Can't elevate.
I'll be honest with you, Eric. I like banking the 7 and playing a little bit of a built-in safe. This is a shot that just, I mean, it's 8 feet away, and you got to pound it in. I don't know. I might bank this ball. Wow. What a shot. He hit it with inside, too. Wow. Pool is not this easy, folks. I promise you.
It's about 4 or 5 shots in this set that he's hit a good running inside
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, because if you hit that with just a high ball, you really end up with a super tough shot on the 9. So
Yeah.
he made the shot tougher by adding that spin. Man, this guy has really been playing impressive.
Tough set for Ernst. Couldn't
I
really do
mean,
much.
Yeah, he could have beat anybody alive the way he's played. I love these screw-on extensions. Man, I wish I had these a long time ago. I think of all the shots I used the rest and left-handed, and these are so much easier. Nice shooting.
Great set from KONKEL. Takes down the first set.
I'm sorry, but that didn't look like 660 pull to me. That looked more like 760 pull. It was insane.
Yeah, I said the same thing when he beat Tate. I said,
Like-
these young kids are just fastly improving. So
Yeah.
if you're ever going to see a Fargo that is possibly out of line, it would be more likely with a junior because they improve so
Yeah,
quick.
right. Yeah, they're better by the next Tuesday. Exactly.
Going to take a short break. We'll be back with set number 2. Back here with set number 2. Very high level match going on here. Nico played great in the first set, taking it down 4-2.
Well, and you know, it's funny you say great, because that's a term we throw around. I mean, he really did play great. And I don't mean great for a kid or great for a 660. He played great for a human being.
Yep.
I would be thrilled to play the way he just played.
Perfect timing
I
on
mean,
a stand up.
Just a little Shane Van Boning rise up right as you're hitting it.
A little tougher than it should be here on the safe. Could play the cue ball behind the 2.
Yeah, I like that. Just play, just leave them long. Maybe trap them behind the 2, even if they can see it from that far away. Pretty limiting. There you go.
Just left the cut for Ernst. Tough one. I think it plays to the long rail if you try it off the 6. I guess there's ways you can make it, but it will tend to go that way.
Yeah, a lot of times if you make this, you get shape on the 2, you miss it, you're leaving them tough. This is a little bit of a shot that the players will shoot. Well, look at here. That's a
result
pretty
there.
nice little rub.
Would you consider running into the 5
I
here?
sure would. Yeah, because you won't scratch off the 5 with the 7 laying there. I think it's a reasonable thing to try to do. Or you're going to have to deal with it one way or the other. You might as well go at it right now.
I guess the only thing is it might play into a combo, but you don't want to be shooting combos
No,
like that.
I like, and I also like the fact that you can hit the 10 or the 5 and it could fix things. So I definitely would go at him here. Yeah, nice shot.
A little unlucky there. It actually made it the combo slightly easier, but he can't hold for it now. You can draw back into it.
Oh, you think? That's not too thin to get into him?
Maybe not, yeah.
Yeah, well, if he can do that, that's just sure what he'll try. But it looks thin to me to do that. I seem to never be right on that, though, on the thickness of the shots of what you can do. On camera, I just can't see it.
Yeah. It does look different, there's no doubt.
Right?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? That when you're looking down the shaft, you know. You've been right for 4 days. I'm wrong every. I go, oh, he can't go into the 7, and they always can.
Not true.
Well, you commentate a lot of pool too, so I think you get used to seeing angles from this perspective, and I'm used to looking down the pool cue, and so that to me just didn't look doable. I think it was. Oh, is he jumping with his full cue? Oh,
No, he's got the jump.
oh, he does. Nice shot. Oh, gets the point, gets safe. What that? I thought that was his break stick.
Long jumper, but
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, he didn't take the back end off,
Yeah.
right? Nice shot.
good touch.
Yeah. Table rolls level to do that.
Like going 2 rails here, trying to hit the right side of the 4. Play the 4 into the 5-10 bunch.
Well, I'd be scared of hitting the point of the side pockets and
Yeah.
fouling, so I mean, definitely try to just hit this thing some kind of way. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Pretty slow speed.
Yeah.
Watch out for
4
the
should
rail.
get to the rail.
Good shot.
Yeah. Now, the rail first would be dangerous, but you might go rail. Nah, yeah, I don't think you can.
I was thinking about cutting the 4 into the 5 and playing the cue ball across, but maybe you can't hit it thin enough.
Oh, pretty
there's
good
room.
there.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
could he call
Uh-oh.
it? I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't call it. He would never think that ball would go in.
Yeah, that would have been hard to do.
But he knows that for sure. But just, you know, it comes up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Even the best players in the world do it.
Yeah, well, you're shooting the ball just anywhere in the direction of that corner. Maybe call it just to be safe.
Yeah. It's counterintuitive because he's not trying to make it.
Right. Yeah, you can't picture that going in. Well, it pays to hit him. Just make contact. Good shot. Yeah, this is a lot better than leaving the ball in hand here. When you're rolling bad, though, that doesn't end up like that. The 5 just shimmies right over in front of the side. You know, it's a 2-footer straight in.
Gonna try and get the cue ball near the 6-7 somehow.
Yep. Maybe drive the 5 up by the 8, you're thinking, and just kind of fall over there behind the 6-7 area.
Yeah, you can hit it thick, or you can hit it. Try to get a bunch of action going to the left as well.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
That's why I like hiding the cue ball a little more. But there was 2 balls over there. So.
Yeah, that when you hide the cue ball, that's going to be tougher on them than hiding the object ball.
Bit of moving here. Both players holding each other at bay. Just left the kick. Kick to make.
Yeah, he might go rail first and make this and could even carry position. Cue ball might like glance off the 7. Yeah, I've lost plenty of games from right here where you think you got them hooked and they run out.
I think I might draw it. I know it makes the shot tougher, but
yeah, the higher
guarantees
speed.
the position.
Right.
He is following it.
Yeah, I'll be darned. Well, now what? This is tough. I think you.
It's called the bank.
Wow, and he's going to try to play the cue ball into the 10 to put the brakes on it, I think. You're going to go to the rail and into the back of the 10, I suppose. Oh, good. Yeah. I don't blame him shooting there.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make good shots to beat these great players.
That's exactly it. KONKEL's playing at a level where he respects that he wants to keep him off the table.
Right. You're not going to 3-foul your way to like win the event. You're going to have to punch in a lot of good shots. And so don't fault him at all going there.
Gonna end up straight here. Could follow it.
Yeah, well, on the new cloth, you sure could. On broken-in cloth, that cue ball hits that side rail. It gets a little spin, and all of a sudden, you know, but the new cloth, you can just follow this, and it'll act just right.
He's going to go draw. Watch how he throws the cue. Oh, it's on the wrong angle, but when he powers up, watch this. See that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He is kind of like almost chucking it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You have to have a lot of talent to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough shot here. Anytime you're near a rail, it ramps up the difficulty. I'm so thrilled when I make these. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, he's playing well. Breaking in the second game. No breaking runs on the board yet for either player, but both hitting them good. Yeah, the Ko brothers were doing some reels where they got up close on a bunch of people's strokes, and
yeah,
they were showing Mario He throwing it. Kopini does a little bit too. Jeffrey Ignacio.
Yeah, I remember Bill Kress 25 years ago talking about that. He goes, I feel like I'm throwing the tip at the object ball and just throwing it down the line and letting the cue almost pull my hand through, not my hand pulling the cue through. And I was like, that's interesting.
Huh. It's tough to do, though. I mean,
yeah,
you know, mess around with it. If you feel like you can get the hang of it, go ahead. But it is
yeah,
very
whatever
tough.
works, right? I've tried everything. I'm not against trying something if it's going to help me.
It's only on power shots. So.
Yeah.
Safe efficiency's pretty high for both players. 83% for Hayden. Break success around a third. Pardon me, 50% for Nico. Shooting an 860. Strong.
Yeah, that is strong. I think that's the best cue ball in the world. I know that's kind of a statement with the Mesa ball and everything, but that cue ball, it just stays smoother and it doesn't scratch up as easy or something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I've played with it now for 9 months, and I think it's the best cue ball I've ever used. Everybody has their preferences, but
I like it.
yeah, I like it too. Oscar turned me on to it, and I hope they use that one for a long time. You don't want to go back to the elephant balls we used to? was that not the most atrocious thing to ever?
Cyclops were bad too.
Oh yeah. Wow.
He's going to keep going here. I mean, if you just
Man,
pocketed one like the one, go ahead.
Yeah, this guy pockets balls good. I mean, he has just made so many nice shots.
Can actually play this in with a bit of pace, 2 rails forward.
Right. Yeah, and instead of just nudging the 3 and hanging it down the hole, if you're going to miss, it might get away from the pocket a little bit. Put a little pace on this.
Oh, he did roll it.
It might go in there. Nice shot.
That's the advantage of hitting it slower. You can use the rail on the way in.
Yep. Pretty wise.
Got pretty thin here.
I think he's going to play the bank and try to go. Well, now this.
It's too wide to go between the 6-8.
Play safe here. Bump this to the end rail and go down behind the 6 or something like that. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh, don't scratch off it. Yeah, that's a good shot. And do you like flicking off the right side of this and trying to come right back down about where you're at?
Yep.
That's about all you got, isn't it?
3-ball wall there.
You're kind of pushing the 4 in front of the hole, but you can only do so much. Yeah, these guys move good. They shoot all the right shots.
Speed there. It is.
Yeah,
He's left
nice
to jump.
shot,
He'll be jumping this.
Yeah, and if you manage to make it, you probably have position on the 5. Big shot here. It's almost like shooting in the 10 ball for these great players.
Got it.
Oh, wow.
Heart of the pocket, too. He looks good for the rest of the rack now. He's playing well.
Yeah. Here I kind of, yeah, you can do that, but I'm a fan of like cheating the pocket here with a ton of high left and smooth and go to the end rail and kind of spin up between the 10-7.
I like that.
I think you can do that just about every time. Well, do that if you can. Yeah, that
Still like falling it.
I kind of do. I
Yeah.
don't think you'd mess it up too often.
Achieve the pocket nicely there, getting closer to the 8. Actually, a little too much angle, but he'll be okay coming around 3 rails here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've missed a few of these in my time. He would have liked to bounce off that rail another foot. Good shot.
Good speed there. It's a 2-0 lead in the second set. Pressure's going to be on Ernst now. Hasn't made too many mistakes.
Oh no, he's played fantastic. He's got to be thrilled to play like this. I mean, you know, you never know what you're going to perform like on the world's biggest stage, and to get up there and just play like dead perfect in front of the whole pool world has got to be quite a highlight for him. It's every young player's dream to play like this in front of the whole world. He's probably got a lot of friends and family back home watching this, just smiling ear to ear right now. So proud of their young man. He's put on quite a performance. Hayden's played great too. I mean, they both have just made a million great shots.
KONKEL made both wired balls in the last break. Watch the 2 and the 7 here, straight back to the side. Just missed them both. Here's Ernst's chance.
I'm glad we're going to get to see Hayden play a little bit here, because I like watching him hit the balls, and he looks so unassuming and the little baby face killer, but you'll probably see him on a Moscone Cup in 5 years.
Little straight here, might have to power up and draw out of it.
Oh yeah, this is super tough. He's really going to have to show me something here. Oh, I would hate this shot. Ugh. Oh, he just hit it perfect.
Smoothed it.
Nice shot.
Got a lot out of the cue
Yeah,
ball
he
there
did.
without hitting it very hard.
Yeah,
Good shot.
he sure did. Oh, God. You know, it seemed like he rushed that just a little bit for him, too. I kind of wanted him to take another second, because that was a tough shot. And he hit it with, you know, with that little bit inside English, which
He had
difficult.
to,
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to see him get through that rack.
Well, the tough part for Ernst, too, is he's been sitting. He's been
Right.
sitting a lot. so-
Right. Well, KONKEL's played so good, he's just pinned him to the chair.
Try to go 2 rails behind it here. Ideally stick the cue ball where the 3 is.
Would you like to have $1 for every time you scratched off the back of this 3 in the other corner? It's like, I'm the best at that right in the subway. Oh, good shot.
That'll do.
Yeah, heck yeah, it will.
KONKEL made his last jump attempt. Be on a jump combo here. Combo's reasonably aligned. You can just try to pocket the 3. It should be good to make the 7.
Maybe I'm nuts here, but I really would maybe consider kicking to the end rail with spin and driving that 3 down behind the forest of balls, because I just don't feel like I'm going to make this jump, but like 1 in 20. I mean, I don't know. It's either way.
I didn't even
when you're
realize he
feeling
had
good.
the kick, but I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're feeling at the moment, sometimes you just got to go with your instinct.
Similar shot with a bunch of left.
Right, because if he doesn't use left, when that cue ball hits that side rail, it's not going to climb down towards his 4. This is a tricky shot. Looks easy.
Good shot.
Yes, it was. Look at all that spin on that cue ball. Nice shot.
See that Level Up sponsor on his shirt there. That's a junior program. It's an app where the juniors report their practice throughout the week,
wow.
and they have a bunch of drills on there.
Get in there. Yeah, it was the only way he could really hold for the 5 was to flick that over there with that spin. Super difficult, but it was a necessary evil. Playing position is what, makes you miss most of the shots.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a good shot there.
it's perfect. Straight roll through. So couple mistakes from ERNST in this rack.
Well, this KONKEL would have broke me down too. When somebody plays this good on you, it's hard to get comfortable and play the same. It's just it's a daunting task when somebody just looks like they're never going to miss. And then you finally get to the table and you're kind of trying to make something happen.
Yeah, you know that the pressure's on you,
Yeah.
and you're out of stroke because you're sitting for
That's
so
right.
long. It's a very tough skill to
Yes.
develop.
That is the first thing that's even resembled an error.
Yeah, 10 got him here. He's full ball hooked.
That leaves Hayden tough. Boy, Hayden just cannot get a nice, easy starter to get loose.
Yeah, you kind of that's part of it too.
Yeah,
When
that's
you're
right.
out of stroke, it's like nice to start with ball in hand.
Right, nice angle just to kind of get your arm moving.
You can go across 2 rails here. There is a path between the 9-10. Might need to put a bit of right on it. Looks like he's okay straight high. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an evil shot. It's a backwards cut to a blind pocket. No fun.
Left KONKEL jump. Good shot. Cue ball's not perfect. You might consider the combo here.
Yeah, I don't think the 8 passes the 10. But,
He's got to go for it.
oh, he's going to play the combination?
I
Wow.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you really do?
Just to take a commanding lead in the second set. Big shot coming here. Got it. Oh, the cue ball.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's in.
We have a development.
I guess he just thought he
How
was playing
huge is
around
that?
it.
I'm going to tell you what. I've seen this momentum shift, and before you know it, Hayden wins his set. Bang, bang. Neck, you know what I mean?
It happens
Yep,
all the time.
All the time. Now, I do not like to be the guy in the booth saying I'd do this and I'd do that, but I really like to play that where you follow the 8 and you go around the other way and you have more room coming to the 9. It worked this time, but I think if you had to do it 1,000 times, the other way's a tad easier, don't you think?
I like
No?
the way
Oh, you like the way he played it? Okay, well,
yeah.
I hate you now.
I just feel like it's a little thinner ball.
Okay.
So it's like if you're hitting a thicker ball, you can tend to, it's just kind of harder to judge.
No
the
big deal.
speed.
This could damage our friendship, Eric.
Somebody's going to have to go from the team, John. It's either me or you.
Yeah. That was a big game. I mean, it's really kind of probably over if he doesn't scratch there. But boy, has KONKEL played great. He's only made a couple little bobbles, and you know, I mean, I've watched the best players in the world. Joshua Filler makes a couple bobbles. You know, you're playing like on that level.
Yeah, he's on 0 missed shots.
Yeah.
He's playing a great match overall. Even Hayden's close to 800.
Yeah, they're. I've been so impressed with the juniors. They just play. They play, frankly, better than I realized. I didn't know any of them were like 680s. I didn't, except the Martinez and maybe Adrian. I had no idea the rest of the field played this good.
Good smash. Gets a lot of power for his size.
Yeah, I would never in life believe this kid was a 660. If you said, what do you think his Fargo is?
Yeah.
He's just so unassuming and easygoing looking, but 660 is that's really bordering on professional caliber level pull. Come up just a little short.
Cue ball's playing into a scratch too. I think even though the 7's kind of near the side pocket, it's not actually covering the scratch. He might be thin enough to actually run into the 7.
Yeah, and really, you know, the only way you can make this 2, I think, and get position on 3 is to hit this with a bunch of low inside English.
I misread this actually. It's going to the long rail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be too thin to do that. Good shot.
Trying to run into the 7. So a little adversity here for KONKEL.
What do you do here?
I don't know.
I don't see any shot here. I don't see a decent safe.
He's looking aggressive.
He's calling the 8. Wow. Frozen back off the rail. What a tough shot.
Slow roll.
You got to be kidding me.
I was thinking hit it with more speed. Cue ball can
I'm
play
really-
behind the 6 here.
I'm realizing what a coward I am playing pool. Like, I would never shoot that. They just smooth it right in. Nice shot. Oh, I thought he hooked him. Okay.
Spin got him.
Uh-huh.
How's the carom lying here?
I think I'd play it. If you don't get the double kiss on the 3. If it's frozen, then it's going to be tough with the
Yeah.
double kiss. I think he called it, didn't he? Oh, 3-ball corner.
Really? I guess the carom 10's too far out in front of the 3.
Wow.
Good shot.
That went past the 10. That did not look like it did.
Good position here. Just got to be a little careful with the cue ball. 5's playing sharp enough on the side that you want to be on a good attack angle.
You know, like in golf, you can get going crazy and like you're 8 under par or something and thinking, wow, I'm careering it. And KONKEL could be saying to himself, oh my goodness, I am playing unbelievable in front of the whole pool world. And it could have unsettled him a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, because, I mean, he looks calm and cool, collected, but I promise you, he knows how amazing he's played so far. And that can distract you a little bit as a player.
And like unexpected errors are weird too, right? Like,
Right.
You know, like when he made the combo and scratch, like
Yeah.
it's not like he missed the ball.
No.
It's just like it's like shocking almost.
good shot there. The 9 to the 10, gonna be tough. Do you like getting straight in on the new cloth and just smooth drawing? I kind of do.
Yep.
Yeah. If it was broken in cloth, I might do the angle and 3 rails around, right? I like this.
See a big draw stroke coming up here.
Tell you what, he has an inch or 2 more angle than I would have liked, but I think he can manage it. Come on, good shot.
Yeah, he hits those like call them like a smooth draw
Oh,
kind
yes,
of.
he does.
He's not forcing the cue ball. Good
No, I
finesse.
love his game, Eric. Absolutely love it. Look at how steady he looks over the ball.
Yeah. Oh, we got a match here in the second set. Ernst will be breaking in rack number 5. He's been breaking from the side rail. KONKEL's been breaking from the middle. Hitting them square.
I wonder if these two have played, know each other, have heard about. I'm sure they know about each other, or maybe they're both just trying to make a great first impression and lay down the gauntlet and let the other juniors know they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I think most of them play on the American Junior
Right?
Series, and if
Okay.
if you're an American Junior player, check that out. I mean, it's the best competition you're going to get. Some of them are, you might be on the East Coast, some are on the West Coast. So
Okay.
they don't go to all of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they.
Oh, okay, so they're probably familiar with each other, I'm sure.
Yeah. Two ball? No. Didn't leave the 1. 5-7's tied up, so gonna be some moving in this game.
Mike Siegel told me a story that he gambled with Earl Strickland when they were both like 17 years old in a barn for like 20,000. Earl's barefoot running around. And then we're talking, they're both playing like world champion speed pool. And they played for 3 days and broke even. It was like, who are you? And who are you? Because they both, like, nobody could beat them. And then they met, and it was a war for 3 days. And they kind of just became friends and realized, like, oh, you're going to be something.
Huh.
Yeah, he was telling me about it. It was a pretty interesting story. I mean, Siegel was running hundreds at like 18 years old, Ooh, wow.
Yeah, KONKEL's been strong with the jump cue in this match. A little round of applause even from his opponent there.
Yeah, that was a great shot. This one's tough too. You gotta cue this one nicely.
That was an aggressive try. He could have pushed there. It's not like Hayden put him in that spot. He's going for the win here. Doesn't have the angle to draw back into the 5-7.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how he manages to go from the 4 to the 5. I don't really see a natural way to go into him, but I'll tell you what, he might have got the angle to draw at him.
He can.
I usually trap myself here, though. I draw at him and get on the other side of the 7, but I think you got to try it.
Cue ball's not going to have a ton of energy,
Right.
but you might as well try. You still could get a fortunate separation.
Yeah, he's got the cueing power.
Yeah, he does.
He really goes through the ball. Nice shot.
It's there in the
Wow.
corner. Great shot.
That's a little fortunate, too, to get a shot here like that. But that's pool. Got to make a nice shot here.
Yeah, I don't know how far the cue ball's going. It's going pretty far left off the 5. It's kind of hard to hold it.
Right.
It could run into the 6 maybe.
Yeah, and when you have to elevate this much to hold your cue ball, the shot becomes much harder because it's like shooting a BB gun from the hip. You can't really see what you're doing. Very easy to miss these, and he made it. What a
He was
shot.
straight enough. Good shot. Looking good now. This is to put himself on the hill after a couple half mistakes in the past
Man,
couple
Hayden,
racks.
I feel for you, kid. Nobody has to play this good on you.
Yeah.
kind of a middle, like a middle, 10 o'clock cue ball here. Just spin out. Yeah, nice.
Like the 9 on the side here?
You know, I was just going to ask you because it's very easy to like get straight on it, or
And you got to move the cue ball over to the 10, so you've got to play it with some speed.
I think I would go to the side though.
I would.
Yeah. That's perfect. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's got enough angle where he doesn't have to force it.
Yeah, this dude can play. This guy here, as young as he is and playing this speed, we're going to see a lot more of him.
Very nice. One of the best outs of the match in an
Yeah.
important spot.
Well, I like the way he moves the cue ball around and his decision making. It's wise. I mean, he plays like somebody much older than him.
Still on 0 missed balls for the match. That's strong.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty critical of people's, you know, my own position playing, what have you. And over the years, I've seen some guys that are top pros, and I hate the way they play position. I like the way these kids play position. It's like they're moving the cue ball around right and smooth, and they're not just trying to hammer everything in 100 miles an hour.
It's Nico's family there. Good support.
KONKEL's family?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've got to be just beaming with pride watching this. Wow. Because Hayden is no joke. Getting past this Hayden ERNST, you're really doing something. Now, he hasn't gotten past him yet, but yeah, ERNST is tough. Bam, right on the button.
2 ball and 7 ball. 3 balls down now.
Breaks the balls good.
Unlucky to not get a shot for where the 1 ended up.
Shane Van Boning tried to help me with my 10-ball break one time, and he showed some patience, and after about 7 minutes, he just kind of shook his head and smiled, and he goes, "You suck."
That's funny.
I told you one time I was rooming with him about 15 years ago. We're watching the news, and Obama's on there talking. I go, "Shane, what do you think of Obama?" And Shane looks at me and goes, "He can't beat me." I'll never forget that. It's so funny.
He's going for this.
Yeah, and he can snip down for the purple 4. Good
He
shot.
got it.
I
What a
think he made it. Oh, yeah, that was a great shot. Yeah, this guy here might be the next, like, you know, Landon Shuffit. You know, because I remember Landon, man, he could really play.
Yeah.
Oof.
Too bad he stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to throw the accolades around and all that, but this guy right here might be one of the greats someday, one of the truly great top tour players, winning championships, playing Mosconi Cups. I mean,
You can see it.
if he plays like this all the time, I'm ready to sponsor him. This guy is unbelievable.
It's okay. One more.
Yeah, he caught that just a tad heavier than he meant to,
Yeah.
which slowed down the cue ball. But as straight as he shoots, he figures to make this long, tough 6 ball.
Feeling the nerves a bit now.
Oh, I would be too, because you really want to finish off playing this great.
Nerves are dead steady. You can see his back arm there. Wow.
Yeah.
Good hit.
I turned 52 soon. It's kind of depressing to know there's like a 10th grader that would rob me now. It's just not, it's not what I needed to see at this point in my career. Nice stroke.
I know it's the right-
Hayden, you played good, kiddo. I'm a fan. There was just, this guy would have beat a lot of people. Amateur, pro, whatever. He could have beaten anybody alive the way he's played. There's not much you could do today, young man.
Yeah,
Keep
zero,
your chin up.
0 missed shots over 2 sets. What a performance.
That's disgusting how he's played. His Fargo probably go down 11 points.
Oh, he almost decided to mock
What
it.
a set. What a couple of sets that was. Wow.
KONKEL advances to the semifinals. Those semifinals will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for that. Finals of the junior event will be at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Got lots of pool coming up for you this week, guys. For John Schmidt, Sarah Corlifson. Talk to you soon.
So long.